all of that veggie and all of that magic you were putting together in the kitchen. This is what it has come to. We need to dig into this. What do I say? It's tasty, it's crunchy, it's wholesome, it's fresh, right? It's beautiful, it's colorful, it is all of the things you promised and more. Well done. Yeah. So this is it. This is how we roll, as they say. This is how we roll in I Make Kitchen. This is amazing. Okay, I'll take a few more bites and then we can start talking, because
the freshness.
It is so amazing, so enticing. I really want to talk to you, but and then what's that sauce on it? The garlic sauce?
Yes.
Salad, garlic, garlic sauce
For the
vegetables.
Yeah.
And a mouthful. I'm loving every bite of it. But before we finish our food, we have to talk some more, right? And I know, for a fact that you have other passions apart from cooking. One of the other passions that I know tugs at your heart, is your passion for the girl child. And I also know that you have a foundation. So can you tell us, first of all, where the passion stems from? What the foundation is about, and just throw light on all of that for us. What is it all about?
Okay, I visited an auntie of mine sometime, and I saw a lady walk in to greet me, and they said she was my cousin, and we talked. Then another young girl came in. They say the girl was her daughter. That's when I was 27, and by the time I was 29, she obviously was 27, and this her daughter came in with a baby.
Hold on. The daughter, the girl that you saw the first time had a daughter. Then the second time you went, the girl that you saw had a daughter that had a daughter.
Yes.
Wow.
So this my cousin, they said I was 2 years older than her. So when I was 29 years, obviously she was 27.
Right.
And she had a baby that was about 13 years who had a baby. A child,
Whoa.
yes. So at 27, she was already a grandmother.
Interesting.
And when I greeted them, I carried the baby, but something kept striking me. What are you doing? If that child would have had a good orientation, that wouldn't have happened. I'm not saying having a baby is a bad thing, but you see, it distorted everything about that girl. Because at 13, for her to be carrying a baby at 13, remember her mother obviously had the baby about the same time.
Yeah.
So it was like from one generation to another generation. And so it got to me.
Wow.
That was the beginning of I Make Care Foundation. And so while I was pondering on it, I went back, I was pondering on it. And what came to my mind was the scripture that says, let the older ones teach the younger ones. And so I was like, what am I going to do differently, to teach the younger ones? That was what started I Made Care Foundation. And I Made Care Foundation is about the girl child, it's about the woman, it's about the orphan.
Yeah, what's the story about the orphan? That's another story.
Okay,
Yeah.
the story about the orphan. Like I said earlier, I lost my mom when I was very young. And I grew up as an orphan without parents. I never saw my father face to face. I only met them, I only saw them in pictures. And for me, I grew up like that. I grew up from one auntie's house to another, and in the course of growing up, something gets to me. Orphans. There are a lot of things orphans are exposed to, and especially when you're a girl. And so, being an orphan or growing, having that mentality, launched me into having that interest for the girl child and for orphans.
Particularly.
Yes, particularly. Yeah.
So when you say there's a lot of things, I just wanted to give back a bit. I heard you say that there's a lot of things that happens as a girl child, particularly, to the orphans, particularly the girl, right? What kind of things? Do you want to just throw light on?
Well, you see, a lot of people, I came actually from a family that loved me.
Okay.
So in my own case, it was fairly okay, because I had to stay with one auntie to another, from one auntie to another, and you see the treatment is a bit different, but I grew up in the midst of people that loved me, people that loved my parents and loved me. So, but as an orphan, no matter what they do, you still think, oh, how I wish my mother, how I wish my dad was here. Yes, things will be different. And in that, if care is not taken, a child could do or follow other children to do things that she or he is not supposed to do. Because you'll still be feeling, oh, how I wish, oh, I wish. And it has it has an impact on your self-esteem. Because you see, sometimes you feel, oh, I'm not good, I'm not, because my parents are not there, When a mother is talking to her child, you see the love. But except you are with people that really love you, it might not be reflected. You understand?
Wow, so that's interesting, and that's taking us a bit into your childhood, because what I know is that most of the things that we experience or tend to start to do in life, the path that we took in life has a lot to do with what our childhood and our growing up was like, what kind of experiences that we had as children, as young ones, as girls, growing up. And so when I hear about your love for the girl child, and with bias to the orphans, I see where all of that's coming from your story here. Okay, so in your opinion, what are the things that you want to do as a foundation, as a person? What are those things that you have planned out to do, specifically targeted to the girl child and the orphan, to make their lives better, or to ease the transition of being an orphan?
Well, so far we've been doing some programs with the orphanages, some outreaches for the orphanages, but for now, for this year, we are looking at launching the Girl in the Neighborhood. The Girl in the Neighborhood is a program that is aimed at mentoring the girl in their neighborhood. The truth is, in every neighborhood, there's a girl child who needs mentoring, who needs somebody to talk to, who needs somebody to advise. And so we are starting that program, the Girl in the Neighborhood, to bring in these girls, talk to them, whether they're in a family, whether they are not in a family, because where we are staying in, you see a lot of girls here and there. So the program is to bring them in, talk to them, help them to grow wholly. Yeah.
Okay. Holistically, like manners, nature, nurture, and all
etiquette, everything,
to make an ideal complete
girl child.
Okay.
A complete girl child that will soon transit to woman.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that sounds very laudable. Is there any support system that you have already?
Oh well, support system has really been friends and my family.
Okay.
So far.
Okay, because here, I mean, it's important even for you as an organization, right, to have such a laudable ambition, right, to want to mentor the girl next door, right? Support systems are good, and it would be nice to know that you have one or two people that you can fall back, you know, or reach out to ask for help and support. So this is basically why we have these talks, to see where and how, you know, we can speak to each other and reach out to one another and ask for all of the help that we might need. So this is I'm a foundation, I'm a Care Foundation, it's called here, asking and, you know, reaching out to all of you out there to come and join hands together, and let's make this a reality. The aim is to look for a girl child, look around in your neighborhood for one child, is one girl. How do you say?
Girl per time.
Make a difference, one girl per time. Okay, so look for a girl child in your neighborhood, in your church, in your local assembly, in
around your
around
offices, where you're
right.
living.
Mentor them, you know, teach them manners, or, you know, help them in their pursuit, in their careers, whatever it is that they want to do in their life. If it's singing, if it's tailoring, if it's hairdressing, whatever it is, right? Pick them up, encourage them, you know, support them in any way, you know, that you can. So it's from IMED Foundation, we're asking everybody out there, right, to be a part of this drive, you know, to pick up a girl, look out for a girl and nurture them, and you know, bring them in and make it possible for them to achieve their dreams and their goals. Right. So thank you very much, IMED. Thank you for the wonderful meal. Thank you for enlightening us. Thank you for all that you do, you know, to make this world just a better place for people to live in.
Thank you.
So IMED Flavors. So you're following IMED Flavors. Right. So we just came from IMED Kitchen, but you're following IMED Flavors. You're liking IMED Flavors, and you're subscribing to IMED Flavors. Okay. And then the foundation is IMED Care Foundations, right? So check in the bio below for all the descriptions, so that I don't get, it's food in my brain right now, so I'm modeling everything up. And then before I go, yes, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, press the notification buttons, so that every time we have something new, you'll be the first to know. So let's keep this conversation going. Stay tuned.